翠谷名人播客室。
欢迎来到翠谷名人播客室。我们今天邀请来了这几位来宾，那欢迎让我们的第一位来宾先做自我介绍。来，麻烦我们的系主任观光林长玉老师先请自我介绍一下。
OK， 我是观光系系主任林长玉。那今天很高兴我们邀请到几位来宾哈，就是最主要是我们这个学校我们世新大学跟瑞士教育集团的这个一个签署的一个合作。那未来在这个整个双联学位上面的一个签订，那其实对于我们同学未来在瑞士到国外去，不管是学习还是说在海外的实习，其实都有非常大的帮助。那我们今天非常高兴的邀请到就是我们两位瑞士教育集团的一位是我们的国际长，一位是我们的老师，那还有我们台湾区的这个代表来跟大家来分享一下，就是未来在瑞士或者说出国留学的时候，可能有需要注意到哪一些东西的。Okay, today we are very honored to have Ms. Tarsila and Mr. Philip Guster. Guster, yeah, right? Yeah, Guster, yeah. And Sean, yes, you are with us. And we hope this conversation will inspire our students. Yeah, okay. So, and our, two students, yeah, these two students are today's hosts. Yeah, of this podcast, and so introduce yourself.
My name is Mi-Fan.
Hello, 我是刘子玲 my name is Lily.
Okay. Welcome to the世新University Tourism and Hospitality Podcast. Today we are very excited to welcome Ms. Tarsila, an Executive Director of Partnerships and Development at Swiss Education Group. SEG is home to 4 world-famous schools in hospitality, business, and culinary arts. Today we will talk about studying abroad, global careers, and what it means to be world-ready. Ms. Tarsila, thank you so much for joining us. And before we jump into the big topics, we'd love to get to know you a little better. And could you tell us a little about what do you do at SEG?
Thank you, and first of all, thank you for welcoming us into the university. We're very proud to be here and to be actually interviewed by students, right? Because it's also very exciting for us to hear what you want to learn from us. My name is Tarsila. I'm a graduate of hospitality. I was very blessed to be able to undertake a career in this exciting industry. I am half Swiss German, half Mexican. So the mixed cultures that I come from have always made me very excited about what I do. And today I look after the partnerships and the relations that our schools have with international global players like your own university. So what I do, along with some of my colleagues, is to go around and establish areas of collaboration. We see what we do all best in order to have proper exchanges and be able to provide valuable progression pathways or opportunities for students who want to and seek an international opportunity and really create together global leaders in the future that can actually take care of a world that needs very, very strong minds. So that's my job, is to put things together.
Okay. And what do you enjoy the most about working with students from different countries?
Is every part of it. Is from getting to know someone who comes from a very different from very different roots and be able to find out that there are some universal language that we speak, right? To see that there are some common objectives that we have, that there is some similarities and differences, and why do we have those differences. So I guess it's about exploring what is for us as a human base important, and then actually exploring into what are our needs and what are our wants and what do we like. So I tend to get to know a lot of people and get closer to people through conversations over food, over music, over art, and I have learned the most amazing facts about different cultures through these connections. So being here in Taiwan right now is for us is exactly what's happening. So thank you.
Okay.
Maybe, Mr. Philip, would you like to add something?
To say something about, okay, my name is Philip Kelser, but everybody, especially my student, call me Mr. Philip. That's easier. That's easy. It's easier. But I'm going to take also continue on the path of Tarsila. I come from the hospitality industry, have over 25 years experience in senior management position. I was a chef also. I had the chance to, through my career, to actually travel around the world on 5 continents and work mainly in the luxury industry, opening hotels and luxury restaurants. And today I'm a teacher. I'm a lecturer where I communicate and teach my passion about the job. That means I create legacy with my students by creating the next generation of manager and leader for the industry. Thank you.
Okay.
Sean? Yeah, would you say something?
Hello, everyone. Sean Lee is here. So it's been a great pleasure to work in a multinational company like SEG with you guys. Yeah. So I'm mainly responsible for local Taiwanese students and also some parents' feedback, so I can report to head office to, for example, Philip. I can ask, okay, what's going on with the lesson, what's the problem, why student has some difficulty or something like that, so we can sort it out immediately without any time differences. So that's very good for世新University students as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and now let's talk about studying abroad and student life.
Okay, many students here think about studying overseas, but also feel a little nervous. What kind of the students do you think are good fit for SEG?
We believe that the growth zone is really outside your comfort zone, right? And if you're actually feeling that there is a calling, if you're curious about the world, right? I think you really need to step out of that comfort zone and go out. All our students, when they arrived, right, they are all very nervous. They are all very anxious. Some of them cannot even say hello because they are not sure if that's polite enough. Someone says good morning and then they mess it up, and we see the nervousness. But once they start getting settled, once they start to relate to other people and realize that there are many people like them who have this curiosity to get to know the world and stuff, and then they get to know each other, confidence starts to sink in, right? And when that moment of confidence arrives to you, then is when you become a sponge. You start absorbing the environment, you start absorbing the learning moments. So I feel that not everybody wants to go out, but if you have a calling, if you feel that there is something out there that is calling you and you cannot name it because you don't know exactly what it is, do it. Because it's actually, it's sometimes is your own, it's not destiny, but it's like there is something out there that is calling you, and that energy, take that energy to take you further.
Yes. What skill do students gain at SEG that help them in the future? Mr. Philip?
Be a little bit more specific with your question because it's a very broad question. That's the teacher who speaks. That's mean what kind of skills? Let me to take from Tarsila also. The industry, and maybe later I'm going to make a presentation on why studying hospitality is great for your career and be able to bring you to a different path than the classic university that we all know. One of the things is that most of the parents believe that hospitality is serving in a restaurant or work in a hotel and these kind of things. But I do not agree with that, and it is so much broader than that. What I do believe hospitality give the tools for the student to be prepared about what is the real world. Within my career, but also within my study, and I do believe there is no other, I would say, study that allowed you to broaden and to be like a Swiss knife tools with the world. Because with my job, what I've done in the past, I was working with architects and designers. I was developing financial background in order to analyze business results. I was a consultant. I was working on standard operating procedure and creating some, I would say, maps about how to work, training people, HR, and also be in operation. That means I don't see so many jobs that give you actually the opportunity to do so many things. And the most important, we understand that, and I remember here, at the beginning you were a bit shy, through hospitality, we brought confidence. And we are actually very much axis on emotional intelligence. And the result is that the top leader, the top manager are actually the one who have developed the highest skills in emotional intelligence. And that's what we train our students to develop confidence and capacity to build up their emotional intelligence to a point that they understand who they are in order to be able to tune with the person in front of them. We are here for the people, to make the people seen, and in order to make the people seen, we need ourselves to become seen, and that's what I believe.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, but how could our students promote themselves for the confidence?
Through us, through the teacher, through people. Maybe I will not say me, but all my colleagues, and also Tarsila, we all have the same mindset. And that means it's contagious. When you are with contagious people who are positive and bring you this motivation and this strength, from very shy, you build up on this. But also we try, I'm not here to teach people what is the past. I'm here to prepare them about what will be tomorrow. Even we don't know about what is tomorrow, the thing is that we need to build up upon their confidence in order to make them, okay, I don't know what will be tomorrow, but I will be sure that I have the tools in order to prepare myself and to bring, I will say, myself with serenity with this environment. Even I don't know it, I'm sure I can make it. And as Tarsila said, is to bring to the students to the point that they accept being outside of the comfort zone, and by doing so, they will be ready for any situation. For me, the killer is to believe that you will be in the comfort zone. As soon as you accept that you can be outside this comfort zone, and you will see, I like to use what Kelly Clarkson said, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's what we like to do, to make our students believe in them and be able to be ready to any kind of situation. And you will see, I'm teaching the first year student, and also teach at the master level. And also one of the things is that I noticed that there's a huge difference when they actually start and they shaken, and when they finish and they go to the master, they become a different person. And that's what we like. It's like the flower that is blossom. Thank you.
I think the key to success with us and for your student to understand the real world, how it works, it's important, because for example, like small things you can learn. Okay, we say, okay, chili. Maybe some cultures people, they believe that little spicy, it's really little, but perhaps for some people, maybe from Canada or from New Zealand, they identify like your little spice is like volcano explosion, like huge spicy. So I think throughout the life as a student, so you can test or experience this daily normal life, and throughout your friends, your classmates, so you can start to build. Okay, you have like wide point of view of how real world identify the little things, normal life, like chili from your daily life, so you can test different cultural things, how they identify your little as really little or it's huge. So that's the key for us to our students.
I just want to mention one thing. I do believe that all our school work like we are the net to prepare our students to be like in the circus, and after without the net, they will be ready. That means we are the net, they are safe with us, but they have the chance to be able to try. And by trying and more trying, they become more confident. And if they become more confident, they will even not realize they have no more nets.
Yes. Here, 4 SEG schools. SEG have 4 very different schools, and let's look at each one.
Okay.
So
This is a test.
So students often ask which SEG school is right for me. So I want to ask, what makes HIM special as a business school?
You want to start with HIM Business
Yes.
School? Okay, HIM Business School is an extremely dynamic school, right? It offers a very agile program that really prepares the students. Our slogan is to be world ready, right? So it gives the students all these different elements and courses and skills and knowledge that can really support them to get out in the world and immediately start a career, right? It's built of very it has courses, academic courses, and it has is complemented by practical experience for every stage of the program. So it's a program that is for someone who wants to get out, and start very quickly a career. It's a very modern program. It has a lot of traction through people who really want to really are dreaming just to get into the world, into the industry.
Oh, thank. Okay. And how is Kaiser Caesarea College different from other schools?
All right. For Cesaritz, it remains academic. It has a lot of business modules. It really requires more reflection into what's happening in the industry. It doesn't have the traditional methodology as our SHMS school has, which I'm sure my colleagues are going to cover in a minute. But Cesaritz is really a program that goes very much in depth, right? And it's also fostering a lot the spirit of students in terms of innovation, in terms of thinking independently, who have entrepreneurial ideas, So it enables students a bit more time in order to go more in depth in certain areas and build that business acumen that really can help them drive a long industry career. So I'm not sure if the differences are so clear, but it is a bit more in depth. Sean.
I believe for Cesaritz, it's more like from 0 to 1. So you create something literally from nothing. So it's more like creation process. So you will learn some classic idea of doing business or things, and furthermore, you in the end you must create something from 0 to 1. So it's good for any type of student, particularly for some youth generation, they want to become an entrepreneur in their future. So it's good for them, to give them a try. I think that the key is that even you're looking for the future, but you don't forget where you're from, where the past happened. You need to learn the experience and remember you don't repeat the mistake again and create something in the future. Yeah, that's for Cecil Roots.
So it's also a leadership skills, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you will learn some leadership skill and communication across different cultures, etc. Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, and SHMS is highly recognized worldwide. What makes it stand out?
Philip
Philip is our best spokesman. Yes.
For that. Yes, but before I will speak about SHMS, I just want to mention that in the QS ranking, I will say all 4 schools are in the top 10 in the world for business and hospitality, but mainly hospitality. And currently SHMS is classified as top 3 in the world, which is, and I'm very proud to work for them, make something unique. Let me just maybe go with our mojo, our main words. For example, HIM, we said, be well ready. But the way that we said about SHMS, we care. And for me, we care is the foundation about hospitality. Why you will go in hospitality is because you care. You don't sell a product. I like to take what Simon Sinek said. We don't sell what, we say why. We provide a purpose, a story. And that's what customers are looking for. They don't want, if they want to buy a product, they just go to a supermarket and they buy it. But when they come to us in the luxury industry, hospitality, because we are also linked with luxury industry, they want to have a story. They want to be able to identify themselves. And SHMS, from its perspective, is more vocational. We teach what we do, and we lead by example. That means all the teachers that are representing SHMS live what they do. They don't say it, they show it. Because we come mainly, and that's why I will not say we are different, but all the teachers come from the industry, and they show to the students what they have learned from the past. I like to say to my students one thing. I've made many mistakes in my career. I learned from my mistake. And that's, I'm going to make sure that you do not make the same mistake. You will make your mistake, but not mine. And that's the way that I think we care, because we have this approach about calling our student by their name, having this open door policy. And I like to, because just right now, there is one of the class that are master student, and they're working on the concept. That means they create the concept. Within their class, they go into a competition, and they present a business project. And from this business project, the best one will have to make it with the rest of the class. That means the rest of the class become a team, become employees, and like this, and they run, I would say, a restaurant lab, and they have a few days to make it happen. But the beauty of this is not like they study service or kitchen and cooking method and these kind of things. They have only 4 days practice. But by the way that we teach them, in 4 days they are capable to deliver an amazing service, an amazing food, and come with an entire concept. And after the final, they need to reflect on how the operation went. That means we go not from only theory, we let them also experiment and also reflect on what they have done. we believe that actually the best way to prepare our students is to develop what we call transferable skills. Even they don't stay in hospitality, the thing is that is going to be important for them to be ready in any kind of business environment. And we believe that we prepare them by developing attitude and transferable skills.
Yeah, I think by this way, the students could build their competence, right?
Very much.
Yes.
Creativity also.
Yes.
Okay, and CAAS looks amazing. What's unique about studying culinary arts there?
Culinary Arts Academy Switzerland is
Wow.
our baby. It's our newest brand. It's actually the program. The program was born exactly 19 years ago. So in 2026, we're going to be celebrating our 20th anniversary. The growth that school has had and the reputation that today holds is really because it has an incredible team that is very dedicated. The head of the program has been there since it was conceived, you know. So we have seen it. A bit what Sean was saying before is a program that we turned from 0 to 1, right? It has been, we have been the authors and we have been behind this dream of becoming a top culinary school in Switzerland when we are surrounded by incredible culinary places, right? So it has been a challenge for us. It has been very brave from us to be in Switzerland, you know, actually bringing forward and becoming a hub for culinary, but we love our culinary program, and this is for students who are really passionate about food, who are passionate about creating, who are passionate about passing on, you know, who are passionate about the heritage that has within their cultures. And I think I have the opportunity to take a lot of our international visitors to culinary arts to enjoy what our students do. Whether the international universities have culinary or not, it doesn't really matter, but we like to hear what people have to say about what our students do. And when we see students from different cultures sharing part of their culture through food, it's amazing because you can see the pride that they carry. But we also see students from different cultures cooking and exploring and taking that in their hands and cooking other people's or other countries' food, right? And all this cross-cultural exposure that we are able to offer through this international diversity that we have in the school is absolutely incredible. And I must say, every time we go to see the pride on these students, it's amazing. The reason why the reputation is so strong is because our alumni are doing very well. We have great people, we have great professionals out there representing us, right? And this is the reason why we're thriving and we're actually continuing to grow in the culinary sector. So for us, it's a dream that has come true.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, during that time in Switzerland, I've seen students, they receive very intensive hands-on training, and they learn from the top chef.
Yes.
Yes, that's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they carry a lot of pride, but it's a program that makes us incredibly proud as well.
Thank you, Ms. Tarsila. Each school sounds exciting in this own way. Now let's talk about real life.
Yes, I want to ask, what do students enjoy most about studying at SEG?
That's a very difficult question. Actually, Switzerland is a beautiful place, and that's been by bringing them over there, it just bring them outside of their normal life, and is very peaceful because I know we discuss about that, but it's a very safe environment. Is in the center of many things, and we encourage them that to not stay only on the campus, but also to travel, because and this is also one of the things we try to market, is to say Switzerland is very central in Europe. That's when you have the opportunity in a few hours to go to Barcelona, Paris, London, Brussels, Amsterdam, Milan, whatever. There is not so many places that you can be in the middle of cultural environment and also different that are joining on the same time pleasure, but also what we are seeing and what we are doing for is tourism and hospitality. We encourage as the birthplace of hospitality to allow our students to try to use this opportunity to see outside. When you are in Asia, it's very difficult that you can access to so many different cultures and environment, and by doing so, they can be, I would say, confronted to different environments, and we want that they take those as an inspiration for them to bring it back to their, I would say, class. We like to share and to discuss with them, but also is a place that Switzerland is nice for sports, ski. They like some of them and never ski or never saw the snow from their life, and they have the chance to see it. We have a beautiful lake that they can enjoy it and swim, and that's mean really for study. Switzerland is an amazing place. I would say they have everything in order to be amazed, but also parents, if I'm a parent, I would say go to Switzerland, even if it's expensive, because actually the place is amazing. And most of our students, when they go back, they all tell us, who is alumni Iranian, oh, do you know, I miss Switzerland. and they miss Switzerland, but they also miss us, because we make an experience for them. And they carry those souvenirs with them, and that's how we inspire them. And that's something we like.
Yeah, sounds very good. How does what kind of internship do students usually get?
Tarsila?
Yeah, I can go. I can go for that question. The internships are, in traditionally, our students were very much doing in every year of their studies, they will undertake 6 months of internships, right? And traditionally, it used to be in hotels and in restaurants and in the service sector, right? What we are seeing right now is that we have many more industries interested in our students. Our students also want to explore outside hospitality and restaurants sometimes, but we're also seeing that the service sector is not restricted to hotels and restaurants, right? So we are students, depending on their interests, depending on the opportunities, depending on the places they want to go. We have careers offices in our schools that actually help to match what the student personality and wishes are with what the industry may be looking for, right? So we have a very wide range of internship opportunities, and it's always tied back to what you like, what you do, how many languages do you speak, at what level of your studies you are. And that's why we always encourage students to, when they say, I'm a bit nervous about my English, I'm like, no, don't be nervous about your English. Master your English, because now you're going to need another language potentially as well for your, because in the internship, there is another stepping out of the comfort zone experience. First is to get out, to start a study somewhere, and then the internship is another learning element, because it's out of the school's control. You're actually getting into a professional environment with professional people for real scenarios, you're in the industry. And that becomes an incredible experience. So the internships can be from serving people, right? Working at a concierge, it can be customer service. The later that you advance in your career, the more that you will progress in the level of your internships, right? But everybody starts with something fairly simple, and that also helps us to stay grounded, right? And to respect all the jobs at all levels in our industry. So it's I think that's an experience that is actually quite gold.
Yes,
I do believe that it's helped them to build up also resilience.
Yes.
Totally. Because as we are trying to also be as much possible vocational, we want also the student to face the real life, the real experience, not be just as a student behind a desk or behind a table to study, by really experiencing the real, I would say, especially for the first semester and the first internship, they really need to understand the difficulty of any job. And it's not only about hospitality or restaurant or whatever, it's to be able to face what is it when you face yourself as an entry level. Because we need to not forget that we are training manager. But how you can become a good manager if you don't know what your staff are enduring and these kind of things. That's help you to build up respect, trust, and also be able to become, and I hope so, become a better manager.
I think about like maybe 10 years ago, maybe I think people like become chefs or everything so on, etc. related hotel parts. They come to us, but I think nowadays change because we have many students. They graduate BA degree with biology, chemistry, this kind of background. So I think like some genetic company, they refresh people's blood is quite popular in Switzerland. So I think some of our students they really graduate with chemistry background and they come to Switzerland study because their dream is to work into this kind of like genetic company. They refresh the people and make them younger again, something like that. So
it's very funny that Sean that you mentioned about that, because actually where we are in Montreux and Leza, that's mean to our campus Co and Leza and Montreux, we need to not forget one thing. Switzerland become the place where everything starting about tourism, because actually we are, I would say, we are the one who invent what we call medical tourism.
Yeah.
And we forget that, but we have also very good, I would say, medical facilities, and that's mean I do believe that medical and hospitality work very well together. And
like
yes,
plastic surgery or etc. This is very
popular. For that, we let that to Korea.
Okay. Yeah.
At that time, we have visited Taiwanese students in Chile.
Good. Yeah.
Yes. At that time, I was like, wow, this workplace is amazing.
Yeah, I was so surprised.
Yes, and Sean, maybe you can add something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this student, it's graduate from high school and study our CAS first year. So I think now she's doing internship. So she received a job offer as a breakfast department chef in the Zurich Hotel. Which one? The Tarsila?
The Dollar.
The Dollar, yes, the Dollar one. Yeah. Yeah, so we visit there. So this kind of hotel, I think, so far, to be honest, in Taiwan, we don't have this kind of labels hotel because it's combined like arts, jewelry, and like golf, tennis, this kind of like politics, more like, not like a hotel. I'm not sure how to identify this kind of hotel in Taiwanese culture, but it's amazing. So so the professor.
Full of history.
Yeah.
Yeah, next question. What's student life like Switzerland?
Student life in Switzerland.
They don't want to go back.
Simple and straight.
The student life is great because they are like my colleague Philip was saying, it's safe, right? They can explore and do a lot of things. The sports options are very good. The environment is actually very nurtures really well, the time of a student needs to have some time of break, sometimes for study, and I think Switzerland really supports both. One other thing that is super cherished by our students when they graduate is that the opportunity that they have had living immersely with so many different nationalities in a place where diversity is also embraced, right? And I think today the global impact that education needs to do is that we create global leaders who are exposed to other cultures, understand other cultures, so that we can potentially support this world into taking a better direction, right? In terms of communicating more respectfully, being more tolerant, use diplomacy in order to interact. And I think from our very, we take a lot of responsibility as educators, you know, to be able to have all these incredible personalities who live and say, how comes we were 65 nationalities and we could live in peace, right? And how comes that we can actually successfully do incredible projects together. And I think when they mature that experience into their futures, right, we can really create leaders that will actually help us to have sustainable models of operations, right, in order to be able to create better linkages, better communication between cultures around the world. And this is what we want. We want to generate global citizens that really help us to bring things and to let us take again a route where we know where peace and can be actually found, because we all have experienced on a daily basis that it is possible.
Yeah, that's it.
I think a good living environment that is support learning very well.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, next question is very interesting.
Okay. Okay.
Is what you said.
That's ready.
Thank you, Lily.
Let's judge it.
If students feel homesick or stressed, what kind of support do they get?
Philippa, you're gonna handle these questions.
Why you let me the difficult one? Now, as I mentioned before, especially because I'm teaching also the first year student. I was teaching the first year student. Let's say they start and they come as a baby, and before running they need to learn how to walk. But in order to learn how to walk before running, the teacher have this kind of mindset that actually play, I would say, father, sometimes mother figures to make them feeling comfortable. That's mean when we see that some students are homesick, and most of the teacher come from also international career and environment, and they went with different cultures, different environment. We are very open-minded, and we can have, and remember what I said, we build up emotional intelligence. We build up this empathy that allow the student to actually face this homesick more with serenity and be able to continue through their journey with us. And there is no restriction, and we have this open door policy that allow the student to pick up one of the teacher or any other person that they feel comfortable with, to let them open their heart, their mind, and whatever. Sometimes I said, sometimes we are like doctors. What we say between us, stay between us, and that make them feeling comfortable, and they know they have somebody who is available for them, and be also having this kind of feeling that it stay between us, and it build up this relation of trust. And we do believe with the time, and I have the case, with the time we do not build up this relation, okay, you are a student, I'm a teacher. It's more about coach, or the next step would be like mentor and mentee. We become, most of the teachers become mentor, and we become a reference for them. And I like to to take one of my students and say, sometimes they like to call me, okay, you are my Swiss father. Because of that, and they feel comfortable. And that's what is the key. They need to feel comfortable. We are their second home. And that's why at the end of their journey, when we ask them, okay, you're happy to go back because of the work we have done, they said, no, I don't want. I like to be here.
Okay, let's look the future, careers and advice.
Okay, so do you have any advice for Taiwanese students who are considering study at SEG?
I think advice is you must be always like curious about everything, and you want to, proactive understand everything, and you want to open your mind for different cultures. I think we are suitable for any. We say currently it's very popular in Taiwan, like type E or type I people. We are both welcome because it's Switzerland. It's an place like Tarsila said, we have more than 60 passports, more than 100 passports, students with us. So either type E or I person, you can find a way out with us. Yes.
Okay. And what qualities do employers look for in young professionals today?
I think the word that keeps recurring with the industry is they want passionate people, right? People who really believe in the industry. They said, we love when they have the skills, we love when they have the knowledge, but if they have passion, then they will learn so much more, and they will be actually involved. They will be caring for their customers. They will be looking after their colleagues. So the most recurring word that industry always keeps repeating is passion, right? It's the passion for people, passion for each other, right? It's the passion for service, right? To actually be able to serve and convey that moment of happiness, Philip.
Passion, and I would say attitude.
Totally.
Attitude.
I mean, more than any language barrier or even learning barrier, is really the positive attitude. And positive attitude is passion, is combined. And I prefer to have a person who is maybe not so good in terms of hard skills, but have the right attitude. And upon this right attitude and this hospitality mindset, you can build up upon and make incredible person.
Yeah, I think nowadays a lot of employers they judge passionate by asking a question and through interview, and certainly I think a lot of employers these days they like to ask what things you dislike and explain to me. I want to understand the reason why you're so sure you dislike certain things. Previous decades, people used to what you like, what I like, what I've done, club from the school life or from an internship. But nowadays it's very tough time. So employer always ask which things you dislike and give me a reason. And they judge people passion by this way, not the positive way, but opposite side. So students must be ready to tell and not afraid to tell something like dislike or they like.
Okay.
Yeah, but how could our students train themselves? I mean, the attitude.
I mean, if I can add there, I think attitude is like a muscle, right? Passion is what brings the best of you, right? And then attitude, because it's a very intense industry. The culinary industry, the hospitality industry, tourism, anything that has to do with service, being exposed to people, it's very tiring, right? But attitude is like a muscle, right? It's like if I'm passionate about it, I need to train my stamina, I need to train my energy. I need to be able to respond still correctly and at a determined tone of voice, even when I'm tired and exhausted, and I've been hearing this complaint so many times today, right? And I need to address my customer as if this was the very first time that he was talking to me. So I think passion is what really is our drive, but I agree with Philippe that attitude is what probably get us through, you know, because we need to be able to maneuver through so many circumstances. We always say we're there to exceed the customer expectations, you know, to meet them, exceed them. Yes, that's for the happy moments, right? But we have also so many different issues because everybody has so many different expectations, right? So how we conduct through that is part of the training that really happens at school, because they are set on their situations that are stressful, that are tiring, you know, and then you start learning about yourself. How do I need to manage this energy to still succeed, you know, in order to get my projects from A to Z and continue, you know, becoming successful?
If you don't mind, Tarsila, I would like to add something on it. I'm facing the students. We value as much what we call not the hard skills or what they learn through, I would say, the assessment, but even we don't grade it, we value as much, even maybe more, what we call indirect learning. Mm-hmm. And indirect learning is something that we forget to mention about, because when we see a curricular, we always talk about how the student will reach the highest grade. But we forget that actually, through indirect learning, people will learn something like motivation, inclusion, different communicating with different mindset and different person with different maybe vision or personality, and also working under pressure, time management, and all these kind of things that are normally not graded, but actually build them to be ready for the real world.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Tarsila and Mr.
Philippe
and Mr. Shaw.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Mifen.
Thank you.
Yes, and now I would like to thank Ms. Tarsila and Mr. Geis. For taking time to share your experience. I think that this experience inspired our students. It means a lot to our students. Yeah, really. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.